everybody. My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a minute and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to make some pulled pork with Bluegrass Bar-B-Que Gourmet BBQ Sauce. Now, I've made lots of pulled pork videos. In fact, it's one of my favorite things to smoke. I've done some sous vide videos. I've added spices and made carnitas. I just love pulled pork all the way around, regardless of how you prepare it. It's a real inexpensive piece of meat, and it's kind of foolproof. It's really hard to screw up. So if you're brand new to smoking, this would be a recipe I would certainly recommend. And today I'm going to make these in my pit barrel. I have two 9-pound bone-in pork butts or pork shoulder. I'm going to season it with Grill Mates Hickory barbecue pork rub, and then we're going to make some pulled pork sandwiches with some coleslaw, and we're going to try some of these sauces. Bluegrass Bar-B-Que, they have a gourmet mild barbecue sauce and a gourmet hot barbecue sauce. And this company's a little independent mom and pop type operation. The gentleman who owns the company, lives in Kentucky, is Greg Laramore, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. And he's one of my biggest supporters. He's always commenting on my videos. And he reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said, hey, you know, me and my wife make some gourmet barbecue sauce. He said he actually won in a couple contests that he was in. And he just never really wanted to go the full competition route because it's a lot of work. But he just really makes it for his family and friends. So I'm really excited to try this. Kentucky Proud, it says. Bluegrass Bar-B-Que Gourmet Barbecue Sauce. So I've done this before. It's real simple. It's real easy. But stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. And then we're going to try some of this delicious barbecue sauce. Let's get cooking. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is take the pork butts, kind of rinse them off. You can apply a binder. You know, some people, I'm just going to use the water that I rinsed it off because it's wet enough, but you can use mustard, you can use olive oil, or you can use nothing at all. It really doesn't matter. And like I said, I'm using this Hickory barbecue pork rub from Grill Mates. It's a McCormick spice. I'm trying to use something that's pretty common across the country so you guys can try it. I've never tried this before, but just use your favorite rub of your choice. And you know how this works. This isn't too complicated. I like this. I like using a rub that's got a little bit of a kind of reddish hue because it seems to give it such a nice crust, you know. I'm gonna hang it from hooks in my pit barrel, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So I'll continue to finish this off, and we'll be back in a second. I'll show you how it looks like. All right, here we are. They've been seasoned on all four sides, and I've already put the hooks in. Just make sure they're in there nice and secure, and they're just gonna hang off those rebarbs in the pit barrel cooker. Oh, that's why I love this. It's so easy and it's so delicious. Just hang these up in the pit barrel. It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna leave these here. I'm gonna go outside, fire up my chimney starter, and we'll get these thrown on in just a second. Right, I just wanted you guys to see how I arranged the charcoal. I'm figuring these two pork butts are probably gonna take a minimum of 5 to 6, maybe even more hours to cook. So it's gonna be an all-day cook. My first stage here is going to be hanging them on the hooks till they get to around 160. Then I'm going to wrap them up in some foil, put a little bit more rub and liquid, and we'll finish them off on the grate. And for that reason, I've kind of stacked the charcoal kind of around in a circular motion. You'll notice I have 4 pieces of hickory wood on each side there, and a little hole in the middle where I'm going to pour my chimney of lit charcoal. So if you want a long cook on a pit barrel, that's how I would recommend arranging your charcoals. So we'll be back in a second. All right, so I have some charcoal that's ashed over in my chimney starter. We're just going to push this right in the center here, drop it in the center. There we go. Up. You can always use a rebar piece, kind of move them around. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna let this stabilize for around 10 minutes by putting the rebarb in and putting the lid on it and just allowing it to kind of come up to temperature. So there you go. We'll be back in a second. It's been around 10 minutes. Giving this enough time. Well, we're going to get those pork butts on. Make sure you wear some gloves because this rebarb is going to be hot. Alright, we got them both in here. Now, of course, I'm going to put a temperature probe in each one so I can monitor the temperature. Just going to go, let's see, let's just go straight down. Make sure you don't hit a bone. We don't want to hit any bones. Okay, there's one. I have a little apple juice I'm just going to spray on top. Just a little. I don't want much of the rub to run off. Just to get it moist. And we are set. Look how easy that is. Man, look, it's already looking good. Alright. So, let's see. Let's start the timer here. Alright, so one, I have them set at 160, as you could see. One is reading 39 degrees. One is reading 40. It's probably going to take, man, who knows how long to get to 160. I got two of them in there, so it's probably going to take a little longer. It just depends on what kind of temperatures I can maintain in my pit barrel. Typically, 275 to 300 is where it's at. So I'll just keep an eye on it. I'll come out here every half hour or so, spray it with some apple juice, see how it's looking, and go from there. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day. I'll see you guys later. All right, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. 1 hour and 54 minutes. One's at 86, one's at 79. It's smoking pretty good. It smells pretty good. Let's see how these look. Oh, look at that color. Man, oh man. Okay, I'm going to spray a little apple juice on here. Wow. Those look tasty. Let's get a nice bark. There we go. We'll give it some more time. Looking good. Alright, 3 hours and 17 minutes. We're almost there. One's at 133, one's at 122. Let's take another look. It's been smoking pretty good. Woo! Wow, it's getting a nice bark on there. See if I can have you guys take a closer look here. I think one of the pieces of wood just started on fire. Boy, they look good. Alright. I'm guessing maybe another half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll wrap them up. See, at this point, you can wrap them up at any time. The only point is to get a nice bark. And they already have a pretty nice looking bark, but I'll give it some more time, soak up a little bit more smoke. We'll be back in a little bit. Alright, we're at 4 hours and 9 minutes. One's getting very close to 160, you see 152, one's at 143. So I'm going to do a couple spot checks on this with my other Insta-Read here. We'll take a look, see how this looks. I'm just concerned that as we get close to 160, obviously it's getting much tender and there's a chance they might rip free from the hooks. And we definitely don't want that. And you know, the first part is just to get some smoke and bark, and you can see these got some beautiful bark on here. It is getting dark too, so I think I might want to take these off and wrap them in foil. But let's just do a couple temperature readings. Let's see this one. This one's showing, yeah, around 152, so we're just about there. That's still climbing. 153? No, 152.8. Oh, 153. Okay. And then let's just try this one here. Oh, this one's 153. Yeah, on this end it's... Yeah, you know what? I think... Oh, on this side, 169. Yeah, you know, looking at the bark and seeing how it kind of starting to slide in there, kind of nice and easy, I think I'm going to take them off and get them inside, wrap them up in some foil, and then we'll put them out here in the grate to finish up the cook. I'm just afraid, like I said, that they'll fall off. So I'll take these off. I'll meet you guys inside. All right, here we are. I just taken them out of the pit barrel. Look at the color on this. They look awesome. I'm going to remove the hooks, and then we're going to get them wrapped up in foil. We'll be back in just a second. All right, so what you want to do is lay some foil out with the shiny side up, because that's going to reflect some heat and hopefully cook this a little bit quicker. And I'll just show you how we'll do now. I'm just going to apply a little bit of rub, not too much, just a little bit. Just like so, just a tiny bit. And now, kind of fold up the corners a little bit because we're going to add some liquid before we wrap this up. I'm just using some of that apple juice. We don't need a whole lot here. Maybe quarter cup, half cup. It's going to help steam and cook it up to the final temperature. So I think that's about good. Another sheet here. We want to make sure these are nice and tight. Just like so. All right, I'm going to wrap up the other one, and then we'll throw them back on the pit barrel. We're going to bring them up to around 198, 199, all the way up to around 203. So hopefully that won't take more than a couple hours. So I'll put the other one in some foil, and I'll meet you guys outside. All right, so I did add a few more charcoals and stirred it around a little bit. Now we're just going to put these in here. Okay. Tight squeeze for sure. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to put these temperature probes back in each one. Just try not to hit a bone. Just go right in. Right through the foil. There's one. There we go. All right. You want to put these on pretty quick too, because you don't want the temperature for these to drop too drastically. So let's see where we're at here. All right. I should pause the timer, but anyway, we're at 4 hours and 40 minutes total cooking time, and you can see they're not too bad. One's at 152, one's at 147. So there we are. Now I'm just gonna wait until they get up. I'll change the temperature setting to around 190. I'll put 198 degrees, and probably a couple more hours, I'm guessing. Now that I got the pit barrel fired up again, this shouldn't take that long. So I'm gonna go inside, have a nice beverage, and we'll check on these in a little bit, guys. All right, beverage review time. This is a authentic Bavarian dark wheat beer. A Yinger, I believe, straight from Germany. They said it's brewed and bottled in Germany under the purity law of 1516. So I'm looking forward to that. This is my son Kyle. Say hi.
Hi.
He's going to try something that we saw that's brand new. It's a new Coca-Cola flavor, orange vanilla. This is supposed to taste like an orange creamsicle. Is what
Ew, when was this released?
It was released a couple I don't know, several months ago. But I'm kind of curious how you would like it. You like Coke, right?
Yeah.
So I put some ice in your glass. Normally we don't do ice, but let's see. This is going to foam, so I got to kind of pour it at an angle. Just let it sit there. You can smell it. What does it smell like?
Coke.
Coke? Okay. You can't pick up any orange flavors?
An orange. Vanilla. What do you want me to say?
Yeah. All right. 5.8% alcohol. All right. Let's do the little smell. I smell malt. Maybe a little bit of, no, just malt. How's your smell? Is there any flavor other than Coke?
Yeah.
Ooh, I smell orange for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Let's try it. Oh, I love German beer. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on there. But it's not very hoppy. It's got that malt aftertaste, but it tastes kind of like toffee, maybe some fruit, like a banana maybe in the front. It's a little bit sweet at first, but then it kind of mellows out. It's good. All right, Kyle. What do you say? Look at the camera. Tell them what you think.
Right now, it just tastes like coldness.
You can't taste it.
That's
What does it taste like?
The
A
thing about
creamsicle?
Coke that I've noticed is whenever I drink Coke and it's really cold, I don't taste the flavor as much, but it tastes good. I do really like it. It's better than normal Coke, but like it's harder for me to taste for some reason when it's like super cold.
Oh, it does taste a little bit like a creamsicle. You taste the orange, but then when you swallow, you get that vanilla aftertaste. And it does taste like that kind of artificial orange flavor. I remember those baby aspirins I used to get as a kid. They used to be orange flavor. Kind of has that flavor. So you'd rather have this if you were in a fast food place where they had one of those machines with all the different, you know, variations of Coke and 7-Up. Would this be something you would try?
If I was going for Coke, I might get this.
Yeah? All right.
I probably won't get Coke now.
Cheers. Well, there you go. Something new. Orange vanilla. You know what? I saw that. I like orange vanilla. I know you like orange vanilla. And I like this. Very good. All right, so we're approaching 5 hours. 4 hours and 58 minutes. I set the target temp for 198 degrees. We got one at 148 and one at 154. So I'm figuring this is going to at least take another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm not sure. That's why I added some charcoal to the pit barrel. I want to make sure it stays, you know, closer to 300 so we can power through this last part. You don't have to wrap it in foil. You could just put it on the rack. I wouldn't keep it on the hooks because as it gets close to this temperature, it could fall off. But you could just keep it on there. But wrapping it in foil with a little liquid kind of speeds up the process, gets through the stall. All right. Me and Kyle are going to enjoy our beverages, and we'll be back a little bit later. Check on that smoked pork. Cheers. You should let Mom try some too, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks. We'll be back in a little bit. All right. 6 hours and 14 minutes. Both are reading 174. Taking longer than I expected. You can always finish this off too in the oven. You can just keep it wrapped in foil, put it in a tray, stick your oven on around 325, whatever. But let's take a look here. Fire seems to be died down a little bit, but I put a thermometer in here. Let me see. Because I wasn't sure. Let's see. Yeah, my pit barrel is kind of dropping in temperature. It's only reading 250. So I'm going to keep the lid off for a second here. You know what? I think I might remove one of the rods. Kind of allow a little bit more airflow. Try to get this up I think I have plenty of charcoal. I just need to get a little more air. You know what? I'm going to take both rods out. And I'll keep the lid off for maybe another 2-3 minutes till I see this fire is starting to roar up again, and then I'll just put the lid on and we'll go from there. And hopefully, yeah, well, we're getting close. I just need to get it heated up a little bit. We're at 170, 175 on both of them. Alright. Alright, we're at 7 hours and 8 minutes. The alarm just went off. One's at 199, one's at 197. Those taking the rods out definitely helped it. I was kind of watching this inside, watching TV, and just it seemed to be climbing a couple degrees every 5 minutes or so. So that definitely helped. Whew, I'm just going to do a couple probe checks here just to see where we're at. I think it's pretty much done. But kind of too, just kind of see. Oh, that goes in like butter. Let's see. Still climbing slowly? Yeah, 197. All right, let's see this one. Ooh, that went in nice too. Oh, that one's at 202, 203. All right. Oh, that that went in like there was nothing there. Okay. 209, 210. Okay, so this is pretty much done. I'm going to take this off, and you have to remember too, let this rest for a while. Keep it in the foil. I'm going to put it on a tray. I'm just going to stick it in my oven. I'm not going to turn my oven on. I'm just going to keep it in that environment. And yeah, we'll let it sit for 15-20 minutes minimum. You can go much longer. You can go several hours if you needed to. All right, welcome back. I've had these sitting on this rack in the oven for around 25 minutes. I just unwrapped this one. There's a lot of juice, which I'm going to use to reincorporate, but man, let me see about this bone. Oh, look at that. Nice and clean. Man, all right. So, let's take a look. It smells absolutely wonderful. Oh, look at this. Oh. My glasses are steaming up. And obviously, you're going to shred it all up, and then I'm going to pour some of that liquid on it. Oh, look at this. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to try a little piece here on camera. Let's see, right there. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to continue to shred this, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, I just wanted you to see I took both of them, chopped them up. There was a lot of liquid in the bottom, so I made sure to pour that in here because this freezes great, especially if you can vacuum seal it with a little bit of the liquid. Then you can heat it up, you know, stovetop, microwave, I mean, whatever, however you want to do it, sous vide. It would probably be my preferred way. But anyway, you can see this. Oh, and of course I've sampled it, it's great, but I'm going to get some together here. We're going to try both of these different sauces. And yeah, we'll have a taste test. I'll have the family out here in just a second. All right, here's the pork. We're going to make a couple pulled pork sandwiches with some coleslaw. And then I have some individual plates where we'll try the sauces ourselves. So let's make a sandwich. I toasted the buns a little bit in the oven just to kind of get them a little bit hard and crispy. I'm all for trying the hot, but I don't know how hot it is. And I know Kyle's not a real hot person, but I guess we'll try it first, and then depending on how hot it is, we'll decide whether we'll recommend that he give it a sample or not. All right, so what's that one? That's the mild?
This is the mild. We'll put it in the front.
Okay, that's the mild one. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And do the hot one on the back. All right, okay. So now we got the hot. Man, it looks good. And guys, I'll leave a link to his Facebook page where you can order this. Again, Bluegrass Bar-B-Que Gourmet BBQ Sauce. We got the mild and we got the hot. And we got some coleslaw. Alright, put some on here. I'm getting hungry. This was a long cook, around 7 hours. But I think it's going to be well worth it. Ooh, alright. Look at that, guys. Alright, we'll all be out here. We'll sample this in just a second. Woo, look at that. Alright, welcome back. I'm here with the whole family. My wife Monica, my son Kyle, my mom. And we took some on a plate here. We're just going to try the different sauces. Where's my fork? This
Right
one?
there.
Where's my
And
plate?
at the end.
This one?
Take this
Yeah.
one.
Which sauce is which?
Strong.
So the
right?
left
One of
is
each.
mild and the right is hot.
Okay, everyone trying the mild sauce first.
Well, everybody else has mild, but
Oh.
us.
Let's see.
Mild, let's see. It's,
Good.
Very good.
Oh, that is good.
That is good. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's very tasty.
Oh man.
I like that sauce, actually.
Where's it from?
Kentucky.
Wow.
Greg.
Greg, you
Bluegrass
nailed it.
Barbecue.
You nailed it.
Wow.
I've been in Kansas City and I saw they had the best barbecue sauce. This is better.
So,
Wow. All right, I'm going to try the hot.
I can see why that was award-winning.
Well, he said in one contest he thought he would have got a higher place if he would have used his hot sauce instead of the mild sauce.
Okay,
So now
let's
I'm
do the
gonna
hot. I'm gonna try the hot.
Try the mild.
The hot.
Or the hot, I'm sorry.
It's not too hot. It's zippy. It's delicious. Oh, wow. It's like the mild, which is a little zip.
No, I like that better.
Yep.
It's
Greg,
not
you're
too
right.
hot.
You're right, Greg. You would have won.
Which one is
With-
the hottest?
You wanna
It's
try
not
it?
hot.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Okay, hang on.
It's not that bad.
What do you
you
think?
know me.
It's
Yeah,
good.
there you go. Try that.
Okay.
Which
What
one do you like
think,
more?
Kyle?
This beats Chris and Pitts.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's
That's our go-to.
our go-to here. Our local California sauce I've used in a lot of my videos, Chris and Pitts.
I agree, though. This beats Chris and Pitts.
Oh,
We might be ordering from you now instead of
Enough.
ordering
Oh, I
or
think
buying in the
so.
store because I think I like it.
Wow.
this is
a
a lot better.
I wonder-
It's actually really
I wonder
good.
if we mix the hot and the mild together, just to get something a
No,
little.
the strong one is actually better.
Okay, I didn't know if
I think
I
the
didn't know if
strong
they
one
could
is better
handle it,
too.
but it's I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Kyle, you want to try a sandwich?
really
Bite of a
good.
sandwich?
I feel like the mild one's a bit more flavorful, but then like the hot one adds like some spice.
But the hot one,
So
I think
they're
has the
both good
same.
in their equal ways.
I think they're made the same way, but the hot they just added a little bit of spice. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I don't know what the spice is, but it's good.
Very good.
I like it.
So
Wow.
you wanted me to try a sandwich?
It's not too much.
Guys,
Yeah.
trust me, I'll leave a link below to his Facebook page where you can order it directly from
Yeah.
him. And it's Bluegrass Barbecue out of Kentucky. Greg Laramore?
Laramore, I'm sorry for saying it wrong.
I'm sorry, I'm sure it's pronounced one of those ways. I'm not quite sure. But
Wait.
thank you,
Wow.
Greg. I always appreciate your support. Thank you for sending me this sauce to try out. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
It's really, really. And
And
we
no disrespect saying that. I'm like, wow, I'm thinking,
So the
okay,
truth is,
barbecue
like, we're
sauce.
really picky. Like, we're in California. We do have Chris and Pitts. And honestly, we've tried so many barbecue sauces where it doesn't compare. We always go to Chris and Pitts. This is amazing.
Yeah, this
so,
is good
Greg,
sauce.
you nailed it.
What do you think, Kyle? You like that sauce?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a winner. It is.
Delicious.
Definitely.
Good job, dude.
100%.
As always, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. If you like it, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. I'd love your support. And I'll leave a link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. I appreciate you watching. And like I said, I'll leave all the links below to Greg's website. Get some of this sauce.
Yeah.
For sure.
Really good. Huh.
Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Seconds.
Yeah, he's
Bye.
Bye. Is that just a regular or
He
hot?
just got a whole bunch
Delicious.
more.
Is it hot or?
No, that's the regular. But
Try some of the hot.
I don't even
It's
know. I
really,
used it
really
all.
good.
Here's some hot.
I tried already.
It's not too hot though. It's like
I
perfect.
tried it.
Yeah. It's really good.
The hot
is
is
good.
delicious.
I do like it better than Crisp Pits.
A
Wow.
lot better.
I didn't even think that was gonna happen.
Nothing compared to this.
Give me a sandwich.